Hey, I posted about 12 or 13 images below on Flickr. I can't think of a better naked bodies and whipped cream photographic combination than a monochrome Nikon D850 and the Voigtlander 58mm f1.4. So I posted these images. You do not see this kind of tonality out of any camera monochromatic conversion. I know that question get asked all the time by people's like, and of course there are sensor spots on this, but the spots are actually underneath the cover glass that was replaced, so I actually can't remove these spots, so you're gonna have to ignore those. But the question always gets asked is, well, why can't I just shoot in monochrome? You know, what's so special about a monochromatic camera? Oh, girlfriend. By the way, most of the shots today required a stop and a third or a stop and a half of negative compensation. The camera's firmware and software is set up to look for certain things, and it has no idea that the color filter array has been removed. So it didn't matter if I was shooting in shadows or in broad daylight, everything needed a stop and a third to a stop and a half, sometimes stop and two-thirds. Negative compensation. So you just don't see this type of tonality. You don't out of a conventional camera. Also, too, once again, download any of these images if you like these rocks, for example. Just the gray scale from near to far. You don't see that. You don't. You do not see that. Also, too, on this wood. And these are very boring images, but the point is to give you an insight into a true monochrome camera, which this is. And I've developed more black and white film than I could ever imagine. Actually, the only thing that approached this was a low ISO 4x5 or 8x10 black and white negative that was perfectly exposed and, you know, under ideal circumstances. This is just, man, those silvers, just the tonality in the silver that goes through these, especially on this wood. I know this is a really boring shot, but all the grays, you don't see that. You don't. Now, I don't know what display you're also looking at these images with, but I'm looking at them with a 5K 27-inch iMac. Some of you might be looking at them on some sort of crappy old laptop that is using a non-retina display of some sort, and you're probably thinking to yourself out loud, well, I don't see what's so special about this. You do need to, obviously, logically so, take a look at them on an appropriate display that will give true credence to what I'm actually seeing. It's again, I mean, these are boring images, but like this, I think it's the yucca plant, isn't it? Maybe it's not a yucca plant. Someone's going to correct me. Some sort of aloe species plant. You don't see these type of silvers. You don't. You don't see this on any black and white conversion or, you know, a special mode on Sony or Fuji or Nikon. You don't. You don't see that sort of silver tonality. It just doesn't exist. This is the stuff you only see in a true monochrome camera. So anyway, thought I'd give you a peek. These images are all over on Flickr, which is in the link below. About 12 or 13 images, something like that. Anyway, have a nice weekend. Thanks for watching.